Today we're going to do a no repeat 20-minute slam ball workout. You can do this as a follow along with me. I'm going to be using a 6 kilo, that's about 13-pound slam ball. If you've got a medicine ball, be careful because they can bounce back up and hit you in the face. I recommend one of these dead stop balls. There's a warm-up linked in the description below if you want to do that. We're going to do 20 exercises in 20 minutes, doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Let's get started with that workout. So we're going to start things off with some lateral slams. So you're going to start with the slam ball on one side of your body. You're going to twist to face the slam ball. You want to twist your outside foot, rotating on that toe. We're going to bring the ball up and over your head in a nice tall arc, and we're going to alternate sides. Let's get ready to go. Woo. Okay, next up, we've got a floor press. I'm going to do a plyometric floor press. So I'm going to throw the ball and catch it. But if you haven't got the coordination to catch it, maybe just do a press. Make sure you protect your face. Obviously, the higher you go, the harder it gets for accuracy on the catch. Let's see what you can do. Whoa. Okay, now we've just got the classic, some regular floor slams. So you can pick the ball up, reach overhead, lengthen out the body, push the hips back, crunch down and slam that ball as hard as you can into the floor. Next up, I'm going to hit the core a little bit, a bit of shoulder stability. I'm going to come into a press up position. I'm going to start with the ball on the outside of your mat. You're going to reach under with the opposite side hand. And you're going to drag the ball all the way till it's on the other side of the mat. So you reach underneath your body with the opposite arm. You're going to roll the ball. We're trying to engage the glutes, engage the abs, try and minimize any rotation of the body. Don't let the hips sink down, and try not to stick your hips up in the air either. Let's finish that rep off. Great job. Next up, we're going to do some lunges. If you struggle with lunges, you don't have to use the slam ball. But if you're good to go, we're just going to wrap our arms around, giving it a bit of a hug. We're going to do some alternating reverse lunges. So step back, drop that back knee, nice and close to the floor, or even just gently to tap if you've got a soft enough surface. Okay, we're gonna hit the abs a bit onto the mat. We've got something called an Otis up. Basically just a reaching sit up. We need to sit nice and tall in the top position, lengthening the spine out. You can have straight legs if you want and finish in this L sit position, but if you've got tight hamstrings, you might prefer to put a little bend in the legs. If you bend your knees too much though, you'll find that your quads are just not allowing room for you to sit upright. So you need that slight bend in the legs to release the hamstrings, but not so much that you can't sit bolt upright. Minimize the swing of that medicine ball, crunching up and lowering with control. All right, next up, got some slam ball burpees. You can do these like a full burpee with a jump out and repeat. Or you can do a walkout burpee if you want to lower the impact on your knees. So you're gonna slam it, jump out, jump in, and repeat. If you want to do the walkout, you just walk out, walk in, and slam. Walk out. Let's finish that rep. Ooh, heart rate's up. Keeping the heart rate high with this next one. We're gonna do a thruster. You can do these against a wall if you've got a high wall. I'm just gonna do them in the air because the ceiling's not so high here. If you're not comfortable catching the ball, just go for a press like that. Try and keep a nice upright position on that squat, avoiding excessively leaning forwards. A shoulder burner as well. All right, got a Russian twist next. Two options, you can either do this with your heels on the floor, leaning back, maintaining heel contact, or you can hover. I'm actually gonna maintain heel contact. A big mistake to see on this is people keeping their body facing forwards and just tapping the ball either side. We wanna maximize the rotation of the body by keeping your chest bone facing the ball the whole time. So my arms are barely moving side to side really. It's my torso rotating and my arms are actually staying relatively fixed. If you want to make it harder, lean back or just hover those feet off the floor. Okay, onto the feet. We're gonna do an alternating Romanian deadlift, holding the ball with both hands. So we're gonna alternate legs. I'm gonna keep, ooh, let's try that again. Don't turn sideways. We're gonna keep the ball nice and close to your center line. As you can see from my shaky start, takes a bit of practice. I find just focusing on one point on the floor helps, or just slightly ahead. Try and turn the back toe down, and that'll stop the hips from twisting too much. All right, good job. Back to the floor now. We're gonna do some sit-ups, but we're gonna have a slight twist in that we're gonna be tapping the ball above your head and between your feet. So we're gonna start with the ball overhead. Just tap it between the ankles, tap it above the head. Time to get the heart rate back on. We're gonna do some jump squats. If you wanna lower the impact, just miss out the jump and just do a slam ball goblet squat. If you can, let's go for that little jump. Just pacing myself at the moment. And then if you know you've got the energy, we can go through these continuous ones to finish. Oh, I'm glad I didn't start off doing those continuous link jumps. That would have been a killer. I'm going to do a standing Palov press next. A little bit of a shoulder and core exercise. A bit of chest and grip as well. So you're going to hold it here. Press, hold, 1, 2, and in. Press, hold, 1, 2, and in. We're trying to not lean back. So if you need to unlock your knees, brace that core. Bit of a shoulder burner for sure. Let's go out and hold the last 3 seconds. Okay, we've got a split squat. This is going to be tough because we're going to try and do 40 seconds on each side. I'm going to bring the ball to my right shoulder. I'm going to step back with my right leg. I'm going to stay in this split squat position. I'm going to drop down, back up. I'm not going to rep too fast because we've got a whole 40 seconds on each side. If you're struggling to do it with the weight, obviously you can always drop the slam ball and do body weight, but if you know you've got it, then keep the slam ball on that shoulder. Oh. You can fit one more in. Oh, great job. So I'm going to repeat the same again on the other side, bringing it onto the left shoulder, having the left leg set back. Get that back knee as low as you can. You can either make gentle contact with the floor or just come nice and close. Make sure that front knee is not collapsing into the center. You want to keep it forwards or slightly out away from the big toe. Oh. All right, we're going to do some wipers next, hitting the core a little bit. So you can do these without the ball as well, but let's try and add it in if we can. So I'm going to put the ball and squash it between my knees like that. I'm going to bring the knees 90 degrees. I'm going side to side drops. So the goal is to keep the opposite shoulder blade pinned on the floor as you drop to one side. Make sure your heels aren't falling down towards your glutes. Try and keep that 90-degree angle at the knee. Let's finish this rep. We're going to have a little bit of shoulder endurance mixed with some hip flexor strength now. We're going to bring the slam ball overhead and we're going to do an alternating march. So I'm trying to bring the knee above hip height. I'm trying to lock those elbows out naturally. I just want to bend them like that, but we're trying to reach nice and tall. Depends how good your shoulder mobility is. Oh, I'd say mine's average to poor. Back onto the mat. We're going to do a tuck crunch. We're going to pass the slam ball between the shins and the arms. So you're going to start out like this. You're going to tuck in, put the slam ball on your shins, open out, tuck, open. The goal though is not to arch your lower back off the mat when you open out. That'll be the challenge. Obviously, the further down your legs you put the ball close to your feet, the harder it's going to be. And the closer you put it to your knees, the shorter the lever, so the easier it's going to be. Okay, we've got 2 left. It's actually single-sided exercise, so the same one, but we're doing 40 seconds per side. We're going to do a single leg slam. So I'm going to start off the ball, stand on one leg. You're going to slam down. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to draw the knee through. As I slam, I'm going to kick back. I'm going to draw the knee through. As I slam, I'm going to kick back. And try and repeat. Don't worry if you're struggling. Practice makes perfect. Knee draws through. Kick back as you slam. All right, I managed to do that side while falling. So switch to the other leg next. I'm going to slam as we slam. Remember, we're kicking back. You're going to try and do that pick up. If you're struggling, you could do the pick up with 2. And you could tuck and do the slam with 1. So you could pick up with 2 like this. And you could do the slam with 1. But if you can, let's do that pick up staying on one leg as well. Definitely worse on this side. Good practice for that ankle and hip stability. And that's it, workout complete. Thanks for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find that workout and where in the world are you following along from? If you fancy a little cool down stretch, I'll link one here. If you want to check out my fitness podcast, I'll link one of the videos here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, give me a like. See you again soon for another workout.